Hello and welcome back in my reading corner. Thank you so much for joining me again. My name is Cece and I do mostly bookish subscription box unboxing. I'm rating them and I'm looking at if they are really worth our hard-earned money. But today we are doing Tag Tuesday. Why is it Tag Tuesday, you ask? Well, I usually don't do tags because I don't have a lot of books to show usually, because I don't keep most of the books that I've read. But I have been tagged by the lovely Becca to do the Abookalypse. I can't say it. Abookalypse. So it's the apocalypse with books. And I've been tagged by the awesome Becca and she does the Tag Tuesday, so in her honor this is going to be a Tag Tuesday as well. The original creator of this book tag is Olivia. I'm gonna link her channel and her video down below, and I'm also gonna link the video from Becca, and you should definitely check those two out. Alright, so let's start with the apocalypse. The first tag is evacuate. Everybody is out safely. You can grab one book and one book only. Which one do you pick and why? I pick The Lies of Locke Lamora. The reason is I don't own like 90%, 95% of the books that I own I haven't read before. So chances are very high that I'm gonna pick a book that I haven't read. So even the books that I really did enjoy, I unhaul after reading. I give them away because it is very, very rare that I'm gonna reread them. So why did I pick The Lies of Locke Lamora? I do think, based on my reading taste, the recommendations, that I will love this. I love any story about heists. I like stories about kind of games, and I like stories about where, like the Ocean's 11 kind of story, where you follow along like with the bad guys or like with the thieves, etc. And at the end of the story it all unravels that things were planned that you didn't see coming. And I have heard that this book will hit right in this like feeling. And there's two more very, very simple like reasons why I picked this. One, this book has over 700 pages, so I will have quite a bit to read, and it's quite tiny for the 700 pages, so it fits in my backpack. So convenient, a long time to read, and if I have to pick a book that I have to read over and over, because it's the last book that I own, might as well be a book that is long, that I can get lost in, that fits in my backpack, and that has a story that I will most likely love. The apocalypse is upon us. Which book would you pick that will most likely help you with surviving skills? Again, I am picking a book that I haven't read yet, and I have picked Endgame. Endgame has been on Goodreads compared to like the beginning of the Hunger Games, but when you read a couple of more reviews, they do talk a lot about this being more like it goes a little bit further, it goes a little bit deeper. We do have 12 players playing against each other, killing each other, and I'm very sure that I'm gonna pick up a few things. Also, I just wanted to pick this book up and show it into the camera because it's shiny, it's golden, and I like golden shiny books. And also it is a book with quite a few pages. We have oh, it's only like 600 pages. It's quite big for that. Like, it always amazes me. 700, 600, like, I'm always amazed by this. I am pretty sure that this, out of all the books that I still own and that are on my shelf, that this is the only book that has any sort of help, like, for me. If there would be any help in an apocalypse for me. I don't think there would be. The next tag. Grab anything you need. Choose a fan item or a bookish item that you want to save. For this, I picked my Slytherin Hogwarts Running Club hoodie. I often wear this when I do Harry Potter unboxings. This is one of the most comfortable hoodies, and it's very light. You can move in it, you can run in it, and I love myself something Slytherin, so this is gonna go in my backpack as well. Usability, check. Love it, check. And representation of my representation of Slytherin, check. So yeah, that's a go. The zombies are coming! Which book on your TBR are you dying to read? This was the toughest one to answer for sure, because every other book I was like, oh, pick this, oh, pick this, oh, pick this, oh, pick this. Because there's like my TBR, literally, I would say 60% of my current TBR, I'm dying to read. I don't know like where to start. So that's actually why I do like some structure in my TBR, or I do like read-alongs that help me pick the books, because I am dying to read them all. I did pick Ace of Shades because I'm reading a lot of fantasy, and I am reading a lot of fantasy this month, and I'm in the mood for a little bit of a different thing in there. I do like the whole setting of like casino and like gambling and gaming, and I think that this will also hit me in the kind of heist, manipulation, greed kind of feeling area-ish. So I am most likely gonna love it for these kind of reasons. We need fire! Pick 3 books that you would be willing to burn. So the first thing I thought was, well, let's burn these babies, because, well, 1,000 Places to See Before You Die is most likely, well, they're heavy. I'm not gonna see these places in an apocalypse. And why is this word so hard for me? In an apocalypse. So, and we have a lot of pages to burn, but I feel like this would be way too practical an answer. I feel like we should be answering this about like which do you least like on your shelf, or which do you feel like you could do without. And for this I have picked 3 books of a series, and that is the the Dark Angels series. So why did I pick these? So they are quite big as well, so a lot of fire burning power probably. I am not sure if they might become ready to be unhauled soon, because they are in German. I don't read much German at all. I feel like they are very, very romancy kind of thing. I don't even know. I bought them like in a big book box with other books, and I think they looked pretty enough, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna enjoy them much. And they are long books. Like, let's see, how many pages does this have? 723. A dramatic fight about love and death in a world, and in there nothing is what it seems. 2 sisters. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna like it. I have a feeling that these might not be. I don't know. I'm gonna burn them. Sorry. The next is All the Stories Were True. Which fictional world would you most likely not be able to survive in? Seeing that I just picked a book off my shelf, and because there was a spider on it, I almost threw it like all across the room. Well, I literally threw it on the floor, and the spider just jumped like this high. And I'm not really afraid of spiders, but like I don't like spiders, and I don't like being surprised by spiders. So I don't think there's a lot of chances of me surviving anything. But I have picked one of my favorite series, and that is The Red Queen. I do believe that this is a world in which you have to be either born into the right position and being able to manipulate and to play the political game correctly, or you will have a really, really tough time. And if I would have to fight, if I would have to defend myself, chances are I'm not gonna survive. And I think chances are that in this book, that's gonna happen. Pretty like, so yeah, I think I would most likely not survive this world. Lone survivor. Which character would you choose as your guardian, protector, or companion? For this, I choose Selena Sedathian from Throne of Glass. I think she will be an awesome protector. I would feel much safer with her around, for sure. I also do think that we would get along amazingly. She's not the most likable, she definitely is not the most likable character at all times, but neither am I. And I do think that whilst I totally support most of her more challenging decisions that she had to make, I would totally have a blast with her stopping and shopping for makeup and clothes, even in an apocalypse. So I do think we would have a blast, and I would feel way safer with her around. So I think she would be the perfect person to be the lone survivor alongside me. Reprocreate. All literature is gone. Pick a book that should become the first new classic in our new world. And for this, I have picked one of my favorites, and that is 6 of Crows. I do think that this is an amazing story. I do feel like the diversity in the story is blended in quite well. I don't feel like most of the diversity feels forced. I feel like we have a good blend of different characters, and I think that this could help set up the world in a more beautiful way quite easily. Also, I love heist stories. I love these type of stories, and I love fantasy, and it's all combined in here, and awesome characters. And yeah, so I think the first classic, that would be my pick. The last one is start a new community. I get to pick a couple of booktubers to do the tag. For this, I am picking Ana from PawsOnPages Ana. She has a fairly new YouTube channel, and she is doing amazing. I love her videos. I love how she explains why she likes a book and her synopsis, so I would love her seeing this tag. I'm also picking Sophie from Sophie's Reading Corner. She has sometimes a little bit of a different opinion than I have, and I always think it's very interesting to see to see her train of thought and how she just does it all. So I would really like to see you doing it as well. The third person is Sara from Books for Tea. She has an amazing little corner on BookTube. I love her videos. These are auto watch, and I love every single one. The fourth person I am picking is Dominik. He has an English-speaking YouTube channel, but I don't think he wants to continue with that one. So Dominik, feel free to do it in German on your German booktube channel, and I am just really interested to see which books you're gonna pick, because I feel like your reading taste is very interesting to me, and I would be very intrigued to see the picks you come up with. Now, this is it for today. If you liked to see me talk about books, or if you like subscription box unboxings, please hit that subscribe button before you leave. And one more recommendation, go check out my giveaway. I have an awesome giveaway where I give away things from subscription boxes that I don't need anymore or that I never have a use for, and books that I get double copies of, or books that I'm just giving away because I've read them in there in like as new condition, and I just want to give them away to you guys. So you should definitely check that out before you leave. Until then, I hope I see you really soon back in my reading corner. Until then, bye!